So you had this one case. You had this one case where Michael Gonzales was the district attorney or the district judge. So he's the chief district judge, right? For the misdemeanors, it goes to the county court. For the big felonies, it goes to the district court. There's 4 district court judges in the SLV, and then there's county judges, and then there's some municipal judges. Now, you would think they would be concerned about public safety. Now, this guy, he's okay with people doing drive-by shootings. He's okay with people running over people's puppies and murdering them. He's okay with felony menacing of all kinds. But if a cop points at somebody and accuses them, well, then he'll fuck them over. He don't care about felony menacing. He don't care about the crimes that happen in the neighborhood. Case in point, you have Thunder. There's a guy named Thunder in Costilla County. Now, why should Thunder sit there and obey the Catholic priest and the public school system? You're just telling him to shut up and sit down so you keep the power and you keep the money. You don't care if he's going to do well in life. You don't give a damn at all. Thunder loves his woman, and his woman had been kidnapped. There was a damsel in distress. Apparently, some guy had her up by the house. He would trick people. There's this guy that would trick people. Say, hey, come up here, I need help with some wood. And then when the woman goes up there, then all of a sudden there's truck trouble. Oh, the truck broke down. Oh, boy. Now they're out in the middle of nowhere. So, Thunder is the guy's name. His woman calls him up and says, get me out of here. Michael Gonzales is going to ask him, after he got a lawyer and had to do all this extra shit, why didn't you call the police? My woman said I need to get out of here. My woman said I need to get, she wanted me to get her out of there. I mean, my God, if you would have called the police, well, they wouldn't have taken you serious. I mean, that Danny Sanchez would just put a thumb right up his ass. He wouldn't have done a damn thing. Danny Sanchez doesn't give a shit about people running over people's puppies or felony menacing either. He don't give a shit about the crimes that happen. He don't care about the people that are compliant with planning and zoning. Oh, you're a lawful person and you're respectable. He's actually jealous of that kind of shit. So Thunder goes and saves his woman, which is exactly what we want him to do. That's what we want everybody to do. Huh? Your wife is up there, stuck? Why didn't you call the police? Call the police, they show up an hour later. Oh, that guy right there did all this A, B, C, D, and E. Oh, yeah, what about you? You got your tags updated? Motherfucker, I called you. I'm the one that called you. I'm the victim here. What the hell is happening? Yeah, they didn't investigate Robert Pickerel at all. I mean, thank God I live 50 miles away, but if I had to live next to Robert Pickerel, basically, Michael Gonzales says Robert Pickerel gets to spotlight anybody he fucking wants to. He don't have to listen to planning and zoning. He can go around doing drive-by shootings. Michael Gonzales is A-OK with drive-by shootings and people murdering the fuck out of little tiny baby puppies that never did shit to anybody. That puppy actually was doing a police action against some fucking psycho terrorist. And I'm supposed to believe that this guy don't know shit about shit, huh? He has no idea who killed my puppy. If you knew who killed your mother's dog, would you tell her? What about your father? What about anybody in the SLV? There's 46,000 people. This asshole says ex parte. If you don't have a cop or a lawyer endorsing you, then fuck your life. That's what Michael Gonzales says. So no wonder those kids, you have not only the Xanis and Samantha McDonald's kids, for 5 years they were getting abused out there. And I bet you those kids went up to Michael Gonzales and said, hey, we're getting abused, will you stand up for what's right? And they said, well, you're ex parte, you don't have a cop who backs you, and you don't have a lawyer. Get the hell out of here. So for 5 years, those kids got abused and abused and abused and abused and abused. There's a serial killer, and she said that the SLV was going to do her in. Did she try to turn in a felony complaint too? And then Michael Gonzales says, well, did you have a name? Well, if you don't have a name, then there ain't nothing I can do. Can you just give a damn? How about that, motherfucker? Can you just give a shit? Why is it so hard for you to give a shit? He also ran away from his Christianity. So he don't know about the golden rule. You're supposed to treat others the way you're supposed to be treated. If this sorry sack of shit came into my neighborhood and there was crimes happening to him over and over and over again and he fired a couple warning shots, I'm not like him. The reason why you got right-wing fucking sovereign Nazis over there, because you got Nazi government Nazis. Government Nazis don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about crime in the neighborhood. We even just got this brand new DA supposed to care about victims' rights. Oh, really? So Robert Pickerell's going to get arrested soon, right? No, I witnessed it, and you still haven't interviewed him. Why not? Why have you not interviewed Robert Pickerell? Because he's allowed to get away with all the crimes in the world? Michael Gonzales represents the wealthy criminal class. We'll say it that. Anybody that can afford a lawyer. Go break the law, pay some lawyer, and he'll, But hell, if you're a gang member, well, what's the punishment? You're either a gang member in society or in jail, right? You got your brothers in jail. You got your brothers outside of jail. I mean, I've been sitting here being lawful my entire life for 40 years. Listen to the Catholics, listen to the teachers, got straight A's, great altar boy. What was the goddamn point? What was the point of listening to all these fucking pieces of shit? They're just saying turn the other cheek because they want to rob you. Thunder did a good job. Thunder went and saved his family. That's good. Not only, Michael Gonzales is going to tell him to get his head checked. Michael Gonzales is going to tell Thunder he needs to do a drug test and get his head checked. Michael Gonzales needs to smoke a fucking joint is what he needs. And he needs to get his head checked. He needs to be on probation, fucking dickhead motherfucker. He needs his guns taken away. You're going to sit there and say that it's okay for people to stalk me and drive by my house day in and day out over and over again? Do drive-bys, murder my puppy? What? Am I supposed to wait for what? Them to be like Andre Psycho Barrows or Xanis and Samantha McDonald? I'm not going to wait for y'all to do the big thing that clearly you're trying to do. You want to scare me off my claim? You don't like that I did planning and zoning. You don't like that I was respectable. Robert Pickerell started harassing me for no fucking reason. But that was right after my puppy got murdered. And hell, maybe he thought that, everybody's messing with this guy. No, nobody was messing with me. Until you started it. But that's what Michael Gonzales is all about. No, he don't want you to go to the grocery store. Robert Pickerell's going to stalk you. He's okay with that. Robert Pickerell's right behind you. Robert Pickerell's over there. Robert Pickerell's everywhere. That's fucking bullshit. Michael Gonzales is a piece of shit. You're telling me you won't go save your woman if your woman was being kidnapped by somebody? Oh, you would call the police and you would expect the cops to do their job? Why would you expect the cops to do their job? He gets $200,000 to tell the cops that they're good, and then the cops tell him that he's good. Meanwhile, 46,000 people in the SLV get fucked. Wouldn't it be nice? I mean, God, you look at watch TV. I mean, you have all these cases where the people try to get to the truth and they want justice. They always say, well, justice prevailed. Justice prevailed. This motherfucker's wasted so much of my time and my life, and actually, it's always been this piece of shit. These authoritarian pieces of shit. They don't give a fuck about anybody. Thunder's one of your own. Yeah, I came from Kentucky, but Thunder, what? He listened to your Catholics, he goes to your public school, somebody was messing with his woman, and he went and saved her. There was gunshots, but he got her out. Call the police. Call the police. Why would you call the police? Robert Pickerell, they haven't interviewed him, they haven't talked to him, and I guess that's fucking genius, huh? He's a dumbass piece of shit. I would love to just arrest him. I would love to have the authority to arrest a criminal who did a crime. But I have to live in a society that isn't going to arrest me for doing that. They got scared over some warning shots. Imagine if citizens arrest somebody. But what am I supposed to do? I don't have police protection. So when Robert Pickerell comes up to my house, what am I supposed to do? I can't call this asshole. He don't give a shit about the criminals. He's been giving Robert Pickerell a pass for fucking the whole time I've been here. They don't give a shit about victims' rights. They haven't shown me any kind of respect or decency. They haven't filed. I tried to file charges. I typed up 50 fucking pages. So I have to sit there and witness Robert Pickerell abusing my kids and then take pictures and videotape. And then when I show it to him, he's going to be too fucking smart. He knows that's not what happened. He knows something else happened. But if I'm a cop and I just arrest him, then he knows that everything I say is 100% true and right and perfect. What the fuck? What the fucking fuck? He's a Nazi. He's a government Nazi. He's a government Nazi, an authoritarian fascist piece of shit. He just likes, there was this woman where it's like, Yes, and you're guilty, right? And you better not do it again, right? And then he says, you better come back for this evaluation, that evaluation. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way that if I went and drove over his dog and did drive-by shootings on him, if he experienced the same shit, let's just say Robert Pickerel did it to him. All the same shit. You're telling me he's going to let Robert Pickerel just spotlight him and spotlight him? He ain't allowed to go get a grocery store. No, you can't go to the grocery store, Michael Gonzales. Robert Pickerel gets to spotlight you. He wants to rob you. No, you got to stay in your house, and if you go to the grocery store, he's allowed to rob you, okay? No, he's allowed to rob you. He's allowed to drive up into your house and point a gun at you, shoot at you, kill your puppy. No, that's okay. That's not okay. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. He don't know what's justice. And the reason why he's okay with me not having security, well, one of his cops accused me of a crime, so he's going to try to fuck me over. He's going to try to fucking rape the fuck out of me. And I'm supposed to, what? This is the place where I want my kids to be raised? Nah, I don't want y'all. No. I'm going to find a good neighborhood where working class families actually have a chance. This is bullshit. Michael Gonzales is a piece of shit, and he fucked Thunder over. Now, if they say, have you ever been evaluated, he'll have to say yes. Michael Gonzales should have gave Thunder a goddamn medal. He should have given him a goddamn medal. But he's okay with Robert Pickerel doing all of his crimes against me. Who knows who the fuck is stalking me? I got pictures. We're going to find this out. We're going to have a jury trial because I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Why do you think you get to rape me and my family over? I don't understand that shit. Y'all been fucking me over since I've been goddamn born. Y'all gonna stop? Can you stop yourselves? You can't stop yourself. You cannot stop yourself. You protect your puppy murdering felons. That's what they do. They protect their puppy murdering felons. And then they allow their puppy murdering felons, the fucking cow people out there with all the cows, who have no respect for neighbors. They're not Christians. They don't treat others the way they want to be treated. Day in and day out, they were driving by my house. All you'd have to do to see if I'm telling the truth, sit by my house and see if they drive by. When they do, say, hey, why are you driving by his house? Because they'll see the cop car and not fucking act a fool. But what if they got fucking guns there and they drove by the house and they're from all the way over there? You didn't ask a single fucking question. So I'm supposed to let them come and abuse my family, and I took all the pictures and I took all the videotape. I'm at a position where I have to enforce the law myself. I have to enforce Johnny law. Now, you can't come up to my house and abuse my kids. You can't do that. Now, you've been a bunch of child abusers since I've been born. So why do I keep saying that? Because you've been child abusers since I've been born. Motherfucker, have you all been on the side of child abuse? I've never seen a goddamn more dedicated child abusive fucking culture than you assholes. That's for goddamn sure. And that'd be another thing. If his parents are sitting there hitting Thunder, he's supposed to get attacked by his damn parents, assaulted day in and day out, yelled at and treated like he ain't shit, when he's the one that's doing the best, out of everybody. He's doing everything that you say. And then once he does everything that you say, he knew what was right. He knows what's good. He's been doing everything you say. You're going to tell me that he went up to that house to try to hurt people? He tried to break down the door and that's private property and this and that? Why didn't Michael Gonzales give Thunder a goddamn medal? Why didn't Michael Gonzales make Thunder the sheriff? Make him the judge. He knows. He's got a conscience. He knows right from wrong. Call the damn cops and wait an hour for them to get there. Who knows what could have happened to my woman? They murdered my puppy, and frankly, I should have got in my vehicle and chased them right then and there. Because they're locals. Local white males. And these pieces of shit are covering them up. They're covering their crimes up. And they're going to cover their crimes up until the day they die because they don't know right from wrong. They protect their fucking friends. And they fuck everybody else over. There is no right and wrong. There's no victims. There's their buddies. They pretend to be victims. And then there's all you other 46,000 poor peasants that they fuck over. Thunder's one of their own. Michael Gonzales, you think that's going to help Thunder become a judge? No, Thunder is good. He's doing everything right. Going to church, going to school. He wants a good job. He wants to be able to raise his family. And if somebody's hurting his family, he wants to live in a society where he's allowed to do that. He's allowed to stand up for himself, his family, his property, his home. That's not fair. That's not fair. Alonzo Payne wasn't the only person that didn't give a fuck about victims' rights. the goddamn bank in fucking Alamosa. They try to take $2,000 of my fucking money. Talk about totalitarian fascism, motherfucker. He's not going to give Thunder, the hero, a medal. He's not going to give him accolades any way at all. He's going to say, go get a drug test, go get a mental evaluation. And what if he fails it? What if there is something about Thunder and he's got like some sort, or what if not he fails it? What if they say that there's something on it? Haven't you seen that Jack Nicholson movie, One Who Flies Over the Cuckoo's Nest? It's 99% versus the 1% here in the SLV. Why? Because Michael Gonzales only listens to the cops and to the lawyers. The lawyers represent the wealthy, the ones that can afford them. And even if you can afford them, they still are fucking lazy assholes. So the lawyers are the most useless group of fucking assholes you'll ever fucking meet. They don't care about public safety. They don't care about anybody or anything. They just want to make money. Just make money. So if there's no money to be made, they're not going to give a shit about justice. What? You want a civil society? You want a just society? You want crime-free neighborhood? That's not what lawyers do. So Michael Gonzales has never known justice. Thunder's a good guy, and you need to congratulate Thunder. Good job, Thunder. No, you stood up for what was right. You could have got yourself hurt, but ultimately you saved her. Good job, Thunder. Now, the reason why Michael Gonzales would say, why don't you just call the police? He's got police protection. You know, they nab him, he slabs them. They're just a gang. They don't care about right or wrong. And those cops get to commit whatever crimes they want to commit. He'll pretend the police can't do no wrong, and he'll say, oh, what, they were inadequate? You think the police was inadequate? Yeah, Noble Havens came out there fucking arguing me as soon as you think this is, what road? You think this is Inca Trail wrong, dumb motherfucker? Noble Havens, you're a dumb motherfucker. You think Delaware Trail is Inca Trail, you stupid piece of shit? So he's arguing me as soon as he comes out there. First word out of his fucking mouth. You arguing me, motherfucker? The fuck is the matter with you? Don't you look at, the situation, talk to people, look at the evidence, see what makes sense to you? Well, you're a piece of shit. Yeah, you're a cop, so you ain't gonna do shit. You're gonna fucking make up trumped up charges to fuck me over, and you're not gonna go catch the guy. That's who the fuck you are. I don't know how to tell you to go fucking do your damn job. Why can't you just have a conscience, you piece of shit? I don't go around committing crimes, and if I'm the cop, actually, Noble Havens, give me a badge. I'll do your job for you. I'll make the arrest. You're too scared to make the arrest of the person that killed my puppy. So you need to sit down. You're not a police officer. Sit down, give me your badge, and I'll be the police officer. And when you need help, I'll go to your house, and I'll actually stand up for what's right, and I'll try to resolve the conflict. Instead of sitting there arguing with the damn victim. Sitting there arguing with the person that just got their fucking puppy murdered for no fucking reason. You guys are a bunch of puppy murdering pieces of shit because you guys are a bunch of little Xana sodomite motherfuckers. That's why. You have no ethics. You don't know right from wrong. When those kids are getting raped out there for 5 fucking years, you said all the same shit to them. They're ex parte. They don't have a lawyer. They don't matter. Only the cops matter and only the lawyers matter. When the Andre Sacco Barreau's going around killing all them people, they try to make a complaint. They try to say something. But there's no justice in the neighborhood. There's a difference, and that's Alonzo Payne, man. Apparently he let 95%. So if you're a criminal, Alonzo Payne lets you go. But if you respected Alonzo Payne, he was going to fuck you over. What the fuck? Why do y'all do that? Why do y'all do that? Oh, you're nice and kind? Well, that means I get to rob you. I thought the meek inherit the earth. You're nice and kind? Well, then you're worthy. You're worthy, motherfucker. God. If I imagine having a Jonathan Masters in the neighborhood, he won't ever do me any harm. If he can help me, he'll help me. If I need a ride to the hospital, he'll give me a ride to the hospital. He's pulling for me. He wants me to have a nice, decent life, have a good family, have a fence, and be able to get a good career. Wow, amazing. So, Michael Gonzales, your woman's being kidnapped. You're not going to go save your woman. And then if you call the police and they don't do shit, what are you going to do then, huh? He wouldn't know how to fucking live my life. Piece of shit. Stupid ass piece of shit. He's a judge, so he rubber stamps their fucking decisions. It's fucking bullshit. We need Thunder for judge. Thunder is a better sheriff. He's a better judge. Michael Gonzales is a piece of shit, and he's fucking over good people. He's fucking over good people with consciences. He just tries to fatigue good, innocent people until they say, fine, fuck it. Go ahead, oppressor, molester. Do your damnedest. I don't have security. That's one of the basic human needs. People are driving day in and day out. For the last 2 weeks, I've had, a little bit of space, but they'll come back. I've tried to ask, friends just to come out here, and it's just too far to drive. But you're going to tell me these pieces of shit, they always come out around here. Yeah, they always drive out in the middle of nowhere right next to my house. This is my favorite hunting spot. I always did right here, right over my rabbits. I seen like 2 fucking rabbits in the last month. You ain't driving by my fucking house for any legitimate reason. You're fucking harassing me. You're criminal motherfuckers. For 40 years, you've been criminal motherfuckers. You don't want me to have a moment's peace so I don't work on my case. You don't want me to have a moment's peace because you've been trying to fuck me over my entire goddamn life. And a part of me wondered if they're driving by my house because they're connected with Kim Wood. Oh, he's not supposed to have a gun. Drive by his house, harass him 100 times and see if he shoots a gun he doesn't have. Okay, so I want that guy to go to fucking court when they try to say, oh, he said something on the internet. No, talk to my little Xanis, the guy, I got little Xanis, the stalker online, and little Xanis, the one who wants to stalk me with his fucking truck. Ask them, when you drove by Jonathan's house 100 times being a piece of shit, did he defend himself at all? Did he say anything? Did he do anything? You're harassing him over and over and over and over again. And he's got the patience of a goddamn saint. Right? Why do you think you get to do that to him? 80% everybody knows everybody around here? I'm just wondering how Michael Gonzales would, handle it if he's being arrested, had no police protection, has, big bond. I'm still trying to work, in this society. I'm going to have to get a job and start a business after all this. Am I supposed to, get a job in the middle of all this? No, my life has to be stopped right now because I got to fight a felony charge. These damn cops are so fucking lazy. These judges and cops and DAs are so fucking lazy. They'll arrest Anne Frank. And they said, Anne Frank, remember that time you got mad at your mother? You raised your voice, didn't you? She doesn't make any sense. The Nazis all around committing all these crimes, and she's sitting there talking nonsense. And even if I did raise my voice at her, that's not a crime, and I don't deserve to be thrown in a concentration camp. You don't deserve to rape me until, I get syphilis and then I die of starvation. That isn't... Who would arrest Anne Frank? The police would arrest Anne Frank. Who was against the police? George Washington was against the police at the time. So for all you thin blue line pieces of shit, well, he got a badge and a hat. He can't do no wrong. Because he's got a badge and a hat? That's why he can't do no wrong? I don't think Michael Gonzales could enforce his own security. Basically, if Robert Picaro wants to abuse my family, I'm going to have to arrest him and then see what the hell happens. I'm going to have to enforce my own security. And I'm going to arrest him and I'm going to drive him to the jail and they'll say, what's this about? And then they'll arrest us both and then we'll both lose. I wish I had a witness. I wish I had somebody who gave a shit. This has been like this when I'm a good kid, good Catholic boy going to school. People can hit you, but you can't hit them back. And if you hit them back, you'll both be suspended. Because you know what? These smart motherfuckers want to fuck over these younger. And then Screaming Cat. There's that little Xanis internet fucker. He's Screaming Cat. Don't talk to me no more. And then put a question mark. Huh? Oh, did I hurt your feelings, Screaming Cat? Sorry if I hurt your feelings, Screaming Cat. Some piece of shit online calls himself Screaming Cat and has a picture of a screaming cat. And I'm supposed to feel like sad that I hurt your feelings? No, I don't think so.